Alright, so this is up everybody, Yugioh, and yes, the promised, unfortunate bonus commentary of, I believe, last week's, no, was it last week's, or was it a couple of weeks streams ago, is actually here. I can explain what happened here. I was sick on that Friday, and I don't know if I'm another one, but whenever I'm sick, I can tend to miss the simplest little details. As in, you know, the simplest little things, make simplest little mistakes. And for one thing, I was very quiet during the stream because my throat was sore, but I wanted to still try to bring out the stream for the people, because I know the people who do enjoy watching the streams. You know, I know not everybody on the channel does come out to watch the streams, but we do know there are people who enjoy it, and I wanted to try to do it, because it's not like I could postpone it for another day or for a day or something, because, you know, you're sick, and I felt well enough to try to do it, but I didn't want to stream my voice. So I was talking very quietly, and also the fact that I also had my desktop audio muted. Didn't realize it until I actually watched the video back on YouTube, and I realized that you couldn't hear Rom, who you're watching doing now. Is actually the first duel. Actually started during a duel because they're so random. I running like Bull Rider or freaking, I don't remember. Like the screen I'm watching is not that big, it's because I'm actually doing the audio and the video editor that I use for any type of videos that I may have recorded, and so I can't fully. I can't really. I think I know how to extend it, but I don't fully know. I'm not gonna mess with it because I'm afraid of what I may end up doing by accident. But anyway, yeah. But this was the link duel that we had promised during the Spellbook Gadget stream that I forgot to post up on that Friday that we did, and it got released late. So the people who are asking for the link stream, we already had done it, but we are going to do another one this Friday Dueling Network on Dueling Book, because Raptor still has not updated. Even though they're pretty much ready to go, their main thing is the AI is not picking up on it. It's like, why not? Because, you know, we can just test with friends, test with other people. We don't need the AI to test with. AI is just fun to beat up a little bit, you know, have fun, rough it up. It's always fun to beat up stupid AIs. Nonetheless, so yeah, this was the stream that we had promised, and due to the unforeseen stuff, I didn't want to release it, because literally, during the rare occasion where you can actually hear my voice, if there's literally sound like I was talking to the voices inside my head. Literally that's what it sounded like. So it wasn't really a good quality stream, and I did not want to release it like that, so that's why I'm going to post commentary, because I know people wanted to see the link stream. And of course, Rom was playing Raid Raptors. As you can see, he wanted to test Raid Raptors in the link format. Which is completely understandable. I feel like Raid Raptors can definitely succeed in a link format because of the fact that they don't really need to smash on a bunch of extra monsters. They typically only do usually one per summon, pretty much, or you just go the Ultimate Falcon route and just really all you really need. I was playing agents, Brilliant Fusion agents, with link summoning, and it was just really crazy. And pretty much all the duels we had. I also had a couple of when some people actually rage quitted, or we were just like, it didn't really felt like a good enough game, so I just kind of scrapped it. But here, our opponent actually summoned the what was it? He was actually going to summon. He tried to summon the rank 5 Dark Rebellion. And they just rank up. I can't remember. I think it's Requiem Dragon, I think it was called. Again, the screen's kind of small, so I can't fully see the name. I apologize. I really do. And I haven't done post commentary Yugioh in I don't know how long, so forgive me if I'm a little rusty at this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really am. Anyway, so our opponent has a pretty interesting deck. I believe he does go into the Dark Rebellion Dragon Servant, like the rank 4 for the first Zark, pretty much, for the Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon, which is a pretty good card. Requires like 2 Dark Pendulum monsters, which is really cool. It's pretty much better than Dark Rebellion, but you know, it's a little bit more complicated to bring out. So there is the man of the hour, Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion. I'm tripping on my words. I do apologize about that. I really do apologize, because it's like 9:23 p.m. and I kind of irritated my voice a little bit from YouTube, laughing at YouTube shit, like laughing at YouTube videos. So voice a little sore, like throat's a little sore from that, but you know, it can easily be healed, just not like a sick or anything like that. Anyway, so Ram is in a bit of a pickle because Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion can basically use the effect before damage calculation whenever battle, so it's actually really cool. So it really puts Ram in a very difficult situation. I mean, it's actually a pretty decent good card, actually, in my opinion. And you can change the pretty much change the attack. Let's see, equal to that monster's original attack. So it's pretty much it gains attack equal to. So pretty much like a dragon where it like halves the attack and it gains it. This thing just like takes your attack and just gives it to it. Like not even half, just the entire attack. So it's actually a pretty good card. Tournament's a little bit difficult to bring out. It's actually a card I kind of want to try out in Magician Pendulums because I think it'd be pretty funny to use Magician Pendulums since you do have like the Irish Magician and the Dark Fang Magician, something like that, which are dark pendulum monsters. You can't bring it out. So I think I do want to try in that deck, which is pretty cool. Might try that. I might do that one stream. But Rom here does summon he summoned him with lanes, his sharp lanes and his vanishing lanes. Luckily, the sharp lanes is going to put that dragon into defense position, so it cannot really use its effect. Well, it can use the effect, but it becomes pointless because, well, it's in defense mode, and it doesn't really decrease the attack, it just gains the attack. So because of that, it's not really going to be too good for our opponent with the Stardust Dragon picture. Now, this is going to be weird, I'm actually trying to commentate an hour and 10-minute video here. It's some minor edits, like I said, I cut out, some parts here and there, but it's like an hour, it's like over an hour and 10 minutes. Maybe an hour and 15 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's gonna take a long time to fucking record, it's gonna take a long time to fucking upload, but oh well, I don't fucking care. People wanted it, and I still wanted to show it because it has some pretty decent duels in it, and it kind of showcased, like, both of our decks in general. So, if I remember correctly, Rom here does exceed summon. Oh Lord, I believe he does exceed summon here. I don't know to what though. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, we got our opponent here is a fan of RKV, and it's Japanese. Everybody knows if you watch anime, 90% of the Japanese dub is so much better than the English dub, unless it's Funimation. Funimation is pretty good dubbing for animes, I think only a couple like Dragon Z dubs better. Japanese, it's hard case, you stupid, I swear. And now they're having a conversation about Japanese dub versus English dub. Like I said, if it's been like a couple of weeks, I don't remember everything that we were talking about. I really do not remember. And oh yeah, this was Rom actually made Dragon Ball Z. It literally just chatting about stuff. I think he makes a Dragon Ball Z reference, and he's like from Planet Vegeta or something like that. And this guy like has no idea what to an extent knows what he's talking about. I think it's not Rom that's telling me from Earth or from Mars. With the from planet. He should have said from Planet To go like, but he probably would have gotten that. This guy act like he never really seen Dragon Ball Z, which I don't know how. I don't know how anybody can never see Dragon Ball Z. I'm getting off topic here, but it's kind of hard to stay on topic for a long ass fucking video where they're not doing anything to commentate on. Like literally, there's just like vanishing blades and a sharp blade is on board with a Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion on the board. Like, what is it to commentate on? And this guy says, haven't seen it, and that's like when we just kind of freaked out. Like, how can you never see Dragon Ball? How can you never have seen Dragon Ball? Who in their right mind has never seen anything from Dragon Ball? That's like one of the most well-known gateway animes out there. Like, literally, it's one of the most well-known gateway animes out there. Like, everybody has heard Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and hell, even now Dragon Ball Super. Anyway, so now the action's finally getting back started, and Rom is using Nest. And the opponent asks about Rise Falcon. The ace, like the most well-known cars of Kurosaki. And I think he searches out the Fuzzy Lanius, I believe, from his deck. Yes, he does some actually the Fuzzy Lanius, and he's just going to hit and appease to our opponent, break down from pure pressure, and I believe he does summon the Rising Falcon, which is kind of cool. Rising Falcon, I love the effect because it's actually it's a rarity for a card to actually get a buff, and it's initial real life release versus the anime. In anime, its effect, it's the end of the turn. Real life is like, oh, just keep it permanently. I don't care. I keep getting attacked. It's on like a 10k attack. I don't care. It's just stupid. But it's nice. It makes it better. It makes it actually useful. And don't go to sleep, computer, please, because I kind of need to see what's going on the screen in order to commentate over it. Thank you very much. Like, I don't feel like you I know you kind of want a nap. You've been on pretty much since, like, well, all day pretty much. I know you want to rest and you want a nap, but it's time for you to stay waking up, and yeah, you're not going to sleep anytime soon. Anyway, Rob goes for the Rising Falcon play. The Raptor Rising Falcon. Like one of the ace monsters of the Raid Raptors. And that's kind of why I say Raid Raptors can technically survive pretty well in a Link format, because again, they never really max exceed summon a whole lot. There's ways to do it, like if you're using the Sinking Lanius and all that stuff. Fuzzy Lanius allows you to do that. There are multiple ways to get multiple exceeds out in one turn on Raid Raptors, but they don't have to do that. They can easily go with Ultimate Falcon, they go with Rise Falcon, they have a bajillion different ways to actually utilize an extra deck to the point where they don't need to have multiple exceeds on the board, just as long as you have some form of control on the board with the one exceed you have, plus any background you may have, to kind of help put your opponent in disarray. So, Rom has yet to follow the rules. One of the things that does annoy me, like, it annoys me about Dueling Book, that's why I would prefer Yugioh Pro over Dueling Book, is because of the fact that, yes, it is automated. Some people prefer Dueling Book over Yugioh Pro. I like the automated because it makes duels go faster, and it makes it, not as slow, because, here you have to physically put the monster into the extract monster zone, whereas, Yugioh Pro would be automatic if they never update. Come on, you fucking little bastards. He goes ahead and just gets rid of his own Supreme King Dragon. He's like, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Why not? And now, Rom has a Rise Falcon of 20 seconds attack that's permanent and will stay at 20 seconds until he raises it again from another special monster that his opponent may have. I didn't really know what he added to his hand. Personally. Bullblader was the name. It was Bullblader. This thing is a pretty funny card. This is actually a pretty funny card. Bullblader. It's a funny card, and it's actually not a bad idea for side decking. At least, I think it was a choice for side decks for at least a month. I want to say for a while back. I don't really remember if it was or not. You're not gonna remember every big side deck card that people have played. You're not gonna remember every single side deck card that was relevant in certain formats. That's just how it is. But I think Bullblader was in a couple side decks I saw way back when, because it has a decently nice effect. So it got rid of the Rise Falcon, which is really nice for opponents, because Rise Falcon was a very bad card for him to go up against. I'm also trying to see what they're talking about. What the fuck? Well, the actual fuck, my man. What the? Oh yeah, he's trying to he's trying to go off of the anime rules, where Rise Falcon is the end phase, which is not really the end phase in real life. Again, weird to see a buff from an anime card to a real life card normally to get nerfed, because normally to be able to be broken and busted if they were actually had the same effects. Because hell, freaking Supreme King Zark would be in my opinion, ban worthy if it had the anime effect. Like, your opponent freaking fusion summons a monster. Oh, I just get a free fusion monster for my extract because card game uses powers to activate. That thing will be ban-worthy in my personal opinion. Anyway, Rom's here a little on the defense because he kind of lost his right Falcon, which was kind of his big ace monster right now. But he's trying to kind of build up his background, kind of build up his defense a little bit. That way he could potentially make for another push for a potential game. Which, they're both even 8,000 life points. The duel is literally about 15 minutes in, according to my timer on my computer right now. It's about 15 minutes in. I'm going to fucking mouse a little bit so it doesn't go to sleep on me. And the duel is even. You know, no one's on the ropes. It could be anybody's game right now, which is pretty cool. And I love duels like this, personally, where it could be anybody's game. You know, one-sided duels are never fun to really watch, unless you're just trying to prove a point, or you just want to just kind of gloat, be like, yeah, I beat this data deck with my True King Dracos. It was so one-sided. Yeah, people love this stuff. Oh, yeah. But close duel like this is actually pretty cool, because, like, his opponent Jim had advantage, then Rom had advantage, and then Jim got rid of Rom's advantage, and Rom's sort of on the defensive right now, because he doesn't have any big plays as of right now, which is a little unfortunate. He's trying to wait for, like, I think he's waiting for a rank up or something, but the opponent top decks a monster, and he goes for the almighty attack, and he gets Ziggy'd. And I don't know what that face down was personally. I don't know what that monster was. It was a Mimicry, so he gets a freaking Mimicry effect. Now he gets to add a Raptor from his extra hand. And it's depending the XYZ Reflect. Oh, that was a fun card to use back in the day when battling boxes were like all the rage. People were like, oh man, Yugioh is so cool. And you know, that was a fun card to use in battling boxes. I wouldn't mind doing a stream of battling boxes, even though the deck itself is fucking garbage in my opinion now. There's so many things to get rid of this Ace Monster Yoke. But it's still a hilarious deck to play. And I'm typing something on over. Oh yeah. Alright, like, it's the most instant ever. Both players are taking life points. It is anybody's game at this moment in time. Who will win? I do know who wins, but am I going to spoil it for you? No, I could, but I'm not going to be that type of guy. I'm going to try to keep the suspense going, which I'm very bad at keeping suspense going, so I apologize. This commentary is freaking god awful. Like I said, it's been a lot since I've done this shit. Like, I think it's been at least a year or two since I've fucking done the post commentary review fucking videos. It's just been that long since I have done this stuff. Anyway, round the Twin Twister. He does go neg 1 on the Twin Twister, but he wants to give it the back row since Ray Raptors do not like back row. They want to be able to get the plays, of course, and you don't want it to be cockblocked with the Sonic Striker or Warning, whatever still wish to use. Punching XYZ Reborn, which is actually a pretty good play in his part to get the extra Reborn. So now he can bring back his Rebellion Dragon in the main monster zone, of course, since it is being arrived from the graveyard, not come from the extra deck. Mechanics are weird in terms of the game. Is my personal opinion. So, how's Ron gonna combat this? I don't know why he's still okay. There it is. Like, it's another reason why I kind of prefer White Roll over Dueling Book is because it does it automatically. You don't have to really do it like that. It's kind of stupid. They should add more features like that. It'd be really better, in my opinion. And there's no talk about anime. The weeaboos! Oh, and here we go. Ramen is going to... He's going for the kill. He's going for the throw. He's going for the Glundula. I completely butchered the saying, but whatever. Lastrix. We all know what Lastrix does. We all know what happens when Lastrix hits the board. What is going to happen? We all know what's going to happen here and now. And it's just... Anybody who's played Raid Raptors or has played against Raid Raptors or seen Raid Raptors played... You know, Ultimate Falcon's coming up now. This is like pretty much how Khalees or like Cyber Dragon Infinity .deck now. This is literally just Ultimate Falcon .deck right here. This is what it does. Ultimate Falcon, one of the best, like literally the best card in Raid Raptors. Literally, it is like really powerful. It's so good. So pretty much the tables have turned on our opponent here. His all-powered Rebellion Dragon is outnumbered and outmatched against Rom's Ray Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Literally, clean 4 towers, 2.0. Back in the day where everything had like a Cleaver tower. Like we had like everything had odds, everything had a solid, now everything had a towers-esque type card. They go through phases and phases where like the economics is ridiculous in terms of what they do. So Rob's opponent Jim is in a bit of a pickle. He has a Rice Falcon, not Rice Falcon, I want to say Rice Falcon, Ultimate Falcon he has to deal with here. And can he actually combat the power of the Ultimate Falcon? Rom finally was able to dish out said damage. He was able to finally deal first blood on his opponent, and now things can finally start picking up because this duel took forever. Trust me, the concept is a lot more interesting and the actual stream itself. Probably, and I'm actually surprised no one called me out on the whole thing, the fact that you couldn't hear Rom at all. I really am surprised no one tried calling me out on that, so like that's kind of weird for me personally. So things could have been fixed during the stream if I had known. Well, shit happens. Anyway, I want to say that next week we will be not next week, but this week, because it's going up this week, of course, because I'm doing this like Sunday night, and I'm going to get uploaded tomorrow or Tuesday. I might do Tuesday since I have all day Tuesday. I either do that. No, I can do Monday. Because I got fucking plenty of time Monday. So I'll probably just upload this on Monday. And so Friday of this week, we'll be back on Dueling Book. And here, Rom makes a misplay. He's like, you know what, I'm going to do this, but you can't because you have no elite monsters. And yeah, you can't really do your skill force because you have no place to put your extra monsters since you can't really control both extra zones unless you have like a U pattern with the like monsters. It's the only way you can do it. At least in TCG, you don't have that word like on OCG. Fucking differences. I don't know why they're rulings. These OCG is kind of stupid. But yeah, Rom can't do that. He made a boo boo. He just kind of was like, oh, I'm doing this now. I'm gonna go and freaking do this. I'm gonna do this and that and this. Go Seven Dragon Infinity. I was blind to fuck not, and he's going to regain his life points because he can't really do it. So. Guys, it's fuck Link formats, and, yeah, Link format is bloody annoying as hell. Playing Xbox, it's bloody annoying as hell, I'm not gonna lie. Link format is like, why Konami? Why you do this? But at the same time, there's some fun decks that like the start the War Challenge, which, like I said, we are gonna be on Dueling Book this Friday. And I will be using the War Chalice. I did ask on Facebook because I wasn't sure what deck I wanted to use. I was kind of lost at what I wanted to use. I asked people on Facebook, the Duke Accounts Facebook page, and like, hey, we want to see War Chalice. We want to see Predator Plants under Link format. They're like post-code the duels. And I figured, hey, why not do some War Chalice? We sort of did that already in another stream, but I wanted to kind of do it better because I've been practicing with the deck. Ron can help me test it, and I've been working with the deck, and I think I got a pretty good basic general understanding of how the deck works, in terms of how it is. I just gotta get to the point to where, because pretty much right now it's been me, I've been testing ROM, and I've just been completely ham. I'm pretty much going the 6 route with it, where I just completely go balls deep, and just throw caution to the wind, and just completely spam, and I gotta get to the point where I can start limiting myself on, you know, like, okay, this is where I need to stop and keep place for later on, so in case something happens, I have answers, and I have ways to come back and do it later on. So that's where I'm at right now with the World Challenge. Our opponent can't really win now. He's in time of pickle, but can he somehow pull it out of the bag? Can he do the infamous Destiny draw and actually believe the Hardy cards and get the victory? To it says, I always have to make the pun Hardy card. I don't know how many times people, like, every time I've been on fucking Pro, hell, even back on the network, like, hey, believe in the Hardy cards. He's got the Twin Sword Marauder plus the Kage, and I believe he's going to try to go into Utopia the Lightning, which is really his only answer, is to go Utopia the Lightning. That's the only way to get rid of Ultimate Falcon, at least that's right now for him, since you can't really target card effects. Or it means not affected by card effects, my bad. But he is, I believe, going to Utopia the Lightning. I believe Rom does have a solemn set for the Utopia. I could be wrong, but I think he does. But this duel is slowly coming to an end. And boy, what a long duel was. Pretty much 25 minutes in, and this is the first duel just started, so you can definitely see how long the duels are. And you can definitely just see how long the duels take in Dueling Book in general, just because of the way you have to play the game. No, he goes to Dark Black Siege Dragon, which I could have wondered who's going to be Lightning, man. My memory's fucking shot the hell, barely. I guess it happens when he's a couple weeks old. I don't remember why. Yeah, you can't because it's unaffected by, computer. No nappy nappy. Bad computer. Yeah, I don't remember why he did that. I think he's, like, somehow get over it. But he can't, like I said, Token Lightning would have been the best option for Jim to get over Ultimate Falcon, because the moment he summons it and attacks, Rom can activate anything in response, and he can activate Token Lightning's effect to, of course, make a 5k and ram over Ultimate Falcon, putting Rom in not the best position. But he does have enough cards in hand where he can make a comeback over Lightning. So this is pretty much around GG for our opponent for Jim, because he can't get Ultimate Falcon, and he's got 50 life points left. So pretty much he will lose to Ultimate Falcon's effect in general, not the initial attack. He will lose to the effect of Ultimate Falcon. And now he's going for the kill. Rom's going for the kill. He's going to attack into the Rebellion Dragon. He's going to take a whopping 1,200 points of damage, bringing it down to 300 life points. Now he's going to bring it down to 300 life points, and he does surrender. Now, game number 2. I did cut a lot of the sequences in between. It's my turn, and I opened up pretty good with the Asian. I got Gofu plus freaking, Earth is so good. I really love this Asian deck. It's so much fun to play. It really is. And this is kind of a basic combo. And I'm sorry, I think I do go. I think I just completely lock him down. This is just why this deck is just so much fun. Link Spider first turn is always good to have, especially since Let's Go for Decal Talker. Like I said, this is Brilliant Fusion Agents, so it's pretty straightforward. It's Christian to Turbo. Pretty much all it is really all it is. Try to get Christian as fast as you possibly can. I do get my Earth, because I do have my Double Summon. Double Summon is such a good card in this deck, because you want to be able to use your Phoenix's shenanigans, and this allows you to do so much. It's ridiculous. So I believe I do go into the Proxy Dragon. I think I'll go Proxy Dragon here. Which, yes, I do play 3 of them little bastards. Unfortunately, the deck itself and a lot of the decks that incorporate links that can actually go into other monsters, some 15 card Syndrome and extra deck. I kind of wish it would update the extra deck. At least add 3 extra slots. Could be 18. Make it even another 3. These having 3 extra slots will be really nice to have. So Konami, please give us 3 extra slots. That'd be so helpful in the extra deck. And just allow for a little more variety into the extra deck, because it's really hard to put stuff in the extra deck. Especially decks like Agents and stuff. Even for decks like Black Wings, whenever I can get you the chance of utilizing Link Summoning, I love to wait for more stuff to come out before I can even attempt that. There's a lot of different things that really need to go down, and man, I just feel like they really need to change that a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to ham here. I got my Venus, got my Earth, I got my Shine Balls, and I do believe I do trying to go into the Crystal. I think this was the Lucky Sack Crystal duel that I actually ended up having here, which looks pretty cool. So here I'm thinking of what I really want to do. I think I trade off the Shine. I'll trade off both Shine Balls, go into a Proxy Dragon, go Proxy Dragon 2. I do play 3 of them ambassadors. I put them towards the other side just because of the I don't know why I put it there. Don't remember why. I think it'd be better on the middle, since it has more free roam to actually utilize its effect, as well as its link markers. But I do pay my final 500 life points, summon up me a final Shine Ball, and this I do believe I go for the level 7. I believe I go for the Archmichael, because I'm trying to think of some cheeky ways to do it. I have to call the Hana in my hand, so I should go into the Arc Michael since my best play in general to go into. It is the best play in my personal opinion to go into, but I'm thinking what I want to do, how far I want to try and take it. I can go for more links, sometimes I can get Fire Dragon on the board, I can do all the shenanigans. I'm thinking of going to my Herald, which would be a bad play. Really, I just can't really do the Herald, but in the end, I do decide to go for the level 7. I do decide to go for the Arc Michael and try to get Saki, because I have to call the Hornet. I want to get down to Saki. I decide to call the Hornets, and I feel sorry for my opponent because I end phase, and I remember, yeah, this was the sack duel. This was the sack win duel. Lure sack. I mill 3 for Arc Michael. And Twin Twister. There's Christia. And there's pretty much GG. I actually call the Haunted, send my phase. Not actually do the main phase. I call the Haunted, burn my Christia, tell opponents, no, you're not going to get that at all. So yeah, I pretty much sacked my opponent by milling the Christia with the Arc Michael and have to call the Haunted. That's the reason I have called the Haunted, just because of the fact I can bring my Christia. He's like, alright. Awesome. And I believe my opponent was playing, like, he was playing some Metal Folk Cosmo deck. Christia completely shuts him down. Christia does not play any games. Christia has no chill. Christia does not give a shit about your Metal Folks. He does not care about your monsters. He does not care about any of that whatsoever. This is the Cosmo Metaphor deck, and that's kind of an interesting concept, I'm not gonna lie. I do like the concept a lot, but Christia does not give a shit about it. You pretty much have to try to get rid of Christia, but I have Arc Michael to banish the face down. So I do not care about what you do. That's kind of how it was. Like, literally this board was disgusting. Deco Talker plus Proxy Dragon plus Arc Michael and a Christia. Really, all you gotta do is top back a freaking MST or Cosmo Michael or whatever, some type of back to get rid of Christia. That's all he really had to do in the long run. But again, Holy Cards was not on his side. He did get some good cards of Tin Can. I'm not gonna lie. That Tin Can effect was really fucking good. And you know, we really decided to do like the whole like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 die thing to kind of put by later luck, since it's supposed to be random in general. And I told him what was what, so that way, you know, I can tell him. That way, he would know what is what as well. And I basically kept the creator open just to kind of remember how to spell some of the cards, because I kind of forgot how to spell some of the cards personally, and I was also not in the best of moods of feeling, so you know, you're not going to be all that observant, really, at all. Now, I ended up rolling a 6, and he ends up getting the, I believe he does end up getting the, I forgot the name, yeah, he does end up getting the Destroyer, which is unfortunate, since the rest of the graveyard. It's like, well, damn, I tapped another Christia. I was like, well, look at that, I have one too many, but it doesn't matter, because the moment Christia goes to grave, well, it just goes back to my top deck. I'm thinking of the summoning requirements. But anyway, I am going to use Arc Michael's effect to pay 1,000 to get rid of the backer, because I'm not going to risk no quick Mirror Force. I'm not going to waste no type of battle trap at all, because that'll be really stupid for me to just go ahead and go guns a-blazing and with its face down there when Christia is my win condition. And I was so glad I hit the door of Mirror Force. No, you're not going to do anything with it. I'm sorry, good sir, because your Tin Can can't do anything. And I believe I attack with Proxy Dragon first. It doesn't really matter, because it's 0 attack anyway. But the deck he's playing is very interesting, I'm not gonna lie, and he does admit defeat. So now on to the next duel with Rom. He is dueling against a Spellbook Witch deck, pretty much. And it's literally first turn, first turn Synchro Dragon. I bet you never could see that coming with Wind Witches. Oh no, you never could see it. You've never seen that before. It is a brand new idea, fresh from the printer press, new and improved. No one ever thought of the idea of first one Christmas Single Dragon with the Wind Witches. We've never seen this concept before. It is amazing. It is the best thing ever. The best thing in the world. I am making this dry. I'm going to stop this because I'm starting to make myself sick. Just fucking saying that. I might need to go wash my mouth out with soap after this shit because that is not really... that wasn't really interesting at all. But the opponent has Wind Witches. Yes. And it's spell books. Nothing really to commentate over personally. There's the snowball! Holy crap, I would have thought he was a snowball. Imagine that guy. Oh my god, he's a snowball. It's shocking, it's amazing. It's like he can read my mind and like we're in his head, man. You go to the clear wing, Synchro Dragon next, of course. They always fucking do that. Either that or they go for the what's face that bell card thing. Now, our opponent here does make a little misplay in terms of the rollings, which he could be rule sharked if he wanted to be now, so he could easily rule shark him. One thing you may not have known because, for a while, the Link stuff was sort of like in a beta stage. It was sort of like, the default was like the regular format that we were in, because we're pretty much in the. But he does make a misplay. He actually put the synchro into the main milestone instead of the extra milestone, but we weren't really too hard on that because of the fact that we know he's going to use the inmate for Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, so we do not really care in general where he put it. Even though it is against the motherfucking rules. I need a fucking cough drop. Yes, I'm doing this during recording. I don't fucking care. It's the internet. No one's professional on the internet. Who's professional on the internet? Nobody! Alright, this is where Rom gets on him around this point. So like, hey look. Extra deck monster zone, my friend. You need to put this in extra monster zone. Because of the fact that is the rules. Them's the rules, my friend. You have to follow the rules. You know I feel like rules are meant to be broken sometimes. These are the rules you have to follow because it is part of the game state. And the game here is like, okay, whatever. Like, here's like, whatever, I don't really give a shit. I mean, my person, you should always give a shit about what you fucking do in this game because of the fact that you can easily roll short aim one more time by assholes. So do you want to try to know your rollings and stuff? And especially if you're going to tournaments, you want to try to know as many rules as possible again because there are people who will be jerks and roll shark you over major rulings just to get that free win. It's stupid, I know, but this is the perfect example. And Rom's right, is complaining by the rules. This guy's kind of a jerk. This guy, I actually did watch this video, kind of this stuff back to kind of chop it up. So this guy is a jerk. And you're gonna see that soon. What I mean by jerk. He's not a complete ass, but he is a little bit of a jerk. Rom's trying to figure out how to get over the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon because this thing is a major threat since it is protected by Snowbell's effect. So, Rom is in a bit of a pickle here, if I do say so myself. He's taking so very slowly, and it's awfully freaking okay. How is he going to go for this? Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. That's like the biggest thing. Crystal Wing is a very nuisance card to deal with. As you know, Raptors do have a way to get over it, which you will see when the time comes. Because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil the fun. The fun has just started. It's just begun. Everybody party. Everybody dance. So one thing I do want to announce that in December, December will be pretty much officially, 1 year century is passing. And we're in the planning stages right now for it. We don't have a date set. Don't have a time set. Like, none of that at all. But we are planning. This is my plan. is to do sometime in December. We're still planning things out. I think I talked about it before. I think I maybe talked about it on the stream that we're watching right now. It's supposed to come series. Awesome. That me, Rom, Mikey, Miss Van Master could join in for a little bit as well. We're trying to get some other people in. This is a group thing, and we're going to try to stream for 12 hours. The goal is 12-hour stream. The goal is 12-hour stream on Twitch. It'll either be on my personal Twitch or on the council if Mikey has to bounce and stuff. Which we're going to start running this probably around next month. Start really getting together some things. Can have a 12-hour stream. Now the stream is not going to just be Yugioh because I don't think anybody can play Yugioh for 12 hours. I don't think anybody can. You're the most dedicated, loyal fan. Probably couldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh for 12 hours. It's gonna be a combination of different games. Yu-Gi-Oh being one of them. Pokemon, Overwatch, Halo, GTA, bunch of different things. Nintendo related stuff. Pretty much just games in general that whenever we see them, we think of Rio pretty much. And it's kind of just reminiscing, talking about the fun we had with the big guy, and just kind of, just talking, just having fun. I want to get Greg in there as well if he wants to do it. And there'll be like, I want you to make the screencasters in. I might try to do it on a weekend if I possibly can. That way more people can actually join in, because I know a lot of people work during the weekdays. So my goal is to try to do it on a weekend. We may not be. I'd love to try to do it on the day of the anniversary of the 1 year. But if I can't, I can't. If we can't, we can't. But I do want to try to get on a weekend where more people can actually join in. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be just us talking. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Just us trash talking each other, playing a bunch of different things. Like I said, it's going to be on Twitch. And I don't really... And the reason it's on Twitch because we have more freedom on Twitch versus YouTube. Mainly because of the fact that there's too much risk of copyright on YouTube. Like, do one thing wrong, copyright button. Press the copyright button. Copyright button. Whereas Twitch, don't worry about it too much. What you really want, Not really limited. As long as we're not doing like any satanic cult stuff or anything like that, we'll be fine. Or joining any stream days and stuff like that, we'll be fine. Alright, enough about that. I will make an announcement video. The closer it gets to that, and about maybe a couple of weeks, beforehand, like when we were planning on doing that. So, like I said, it's gonna be December, and it's gonna go 12-hour stream. So hopefully y'all do come on and watch that with us and join us as we do that. You don't have to stay the whole 12 hours, of course. I'm not gonna force y'all, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I know Rom is hyped about it. Mikey's hyped about it. His Master is excited. He's excited about it. He can't really join us past Yu-Gi-Oh, but he'd be like, just talking and stuff. And like, I'm gonna check out the people. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to the duel, pretty much. Rom's in a pickle here. He's staring on Crystal Synchro Dragon, and his opponent is not letting it. Oh my god, he is not letting him do shit. But Rom top decked a miracle. Top decked Shaver Force. It's like literally one of the best regular cards I've ever had at their disposal. Now he can go into a rank up Raptor, which I believe he's going to the Revolutionary Falcon. Yep, Revolution Falcon. And I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, Extra Zone, you're telling that guy, Extra Zone, you're not doing it too. You're cheating. You're being a hypocrite. Stop with the hypocriticacy. That's not even a word, but it is now. It is now. Anyway, Rom goes use effect. His opponent, I believe, does try to train Crystal Synchro Dragon on the effect of Revolution Falcon, but he cannot because it's not technically an effect that's activating, so we can't really use Crystal Wing. It is a passive effect, something you detach to activate. So yeah. It is just a passive effect. Christmas cannot negate. So it's a really, really great turnaround for Rom here. And I mean, a really great turnaround for Rom here. So they're not really having an argument right now. They're kind of trying to confirm they cannot activate the effect. I'm surprised they trying to call it like a judge, and there wasn't no fucking admins on, like over 500 fucking people, and there's like no admins on. It's kind of stupid. They need to fix that. Same problem with Dylan. Like, same problem that Dylan Network had. I was surprised they trying to go rulings and stuff. I thought people were trying to argue with that, but the guy was chill. The guy was cool. So he didn't try arguing with it, which I'm very shocked about, but I'm also very glad about because it would be here fucking forever trying to look for rulings and shit. Oh my god, I hate looking at rulings on shit that people just want to argue with. Even basic comment stuff is really frustratingly annoying. It's really, really annoying. Anyway, this puts Ron really back into the duel. He's down to 3,100 life points, but this puts him back in the duel. Christmas is no longer here. He's got a Revolution Falcon, and all his opponent has is Blue Boy. And Ron now has, not the Vengeance, what is it, the Vulture. That ain't Vulture, he's got a fuzzy Lanius, but he does have, yes, the Necro Vulture. He's going to tribute onto fuzzy Lanius to add a rank up magic from his graveyard to the hand. And we passed up the point to where the opponent was like, hey, look, you know what? I'm just going to, I would just let you know when it's not okay. And yeah, we did pass at that point. And Rom was right, and you are obligated to ask. Because it is a game. Once you do an effect, your its priority passes to your opponent, and they have an option to respond to your effect. And then when they have actually something, you have an option to respond to that response if you have one. That's the whole reason people do Ks, something good, stuff like that. Just give the opponent time to respond, because it's a lot different playing on the simulator than versus IRL, when you have the cards in hand, each is like, oh, grab Veiler, drop Veiler, and I know Veiler's not super common anymore, versus other cards, but just the first card kind of hand, activate the Veiler from the hand. This you have to drag your mouse, get the card, scroll up to the card, up to the text, the thing you want to do, click the button, and it's more of a longer process versus just playing the game IRL. And as he affects the effect, and he did add naturally next effect to add another rare to monster. Rares can build up so much momentum, it can build up so much steam in just a short amount of time. It's really crazy how fast the deck can actually move. It really is. And I'm just checking to see if there's admins on, because it's kind of retarded. And there's no admins on. Look, like over 500 people, almost 600 people, there's no admins on. Man, they need to fix that. They really, really need to fix that, because there should be at least, if you have that many people on, there should be at least 4 admins on at all times. That many people, at least 4 admins on, because either you can call them in unrated, you can call them in rated, because you may need the shit in rated, because if I have shit on the line, I want to make sure my shit is right, and I want to make sure that the rulings are correct. Alright, now, I believe it is time. It is his opponent's turn. Let's see what his opponent can possibly do. Can he overcome the trial and tribulation that Rom has put on the board? He's got that wisdom, though. Not wisdom, fate. Yeah, fucking wisdom. That annoying preacher card. Fucking wisdom. God damn, that thing is annoying as hell. It's Trish. That's all it is. It's a watered down Trish. It's the spell version of Trish that's watered down. That's crazy. Alright, he's adding Rude to hand. He's going to use Rude. I believe he sends Blue Boy to the grave with the drop 2 cards. No, he's got Tempest, which he's going to use Tempest effect to summon Priestess, I believe. Which I've seen Tempest so fucking long, man. I remember Tempest was the best card in fucking spell books. Back when that deck first came out, and Tempest was like, I top deck Tempest, I go this, I get Priest on board, and I'm getting my Darkham Dragon monster so easily, and I kiss your butt goodbye. it's not that huge power play, but it's a nice power play for his opponent because he does get Revolutionary Falcon, which is a major threat for him right now. He does have the Ruda. It's contributed Blue Boy drops the cards, but I was trying that it was just wrong the sequence of plays that had him. What he's probably gonna do now is I do believe he does pop his Revolution Falcon. Actually, remember, we don't actually know what happens in duel because it happens in the stream, which is rather annoyingly stupid. And hopefully people don't try calling me up like, hey, you're just trying to hide the loss. I'm not trying to hide shit. Something actually happening in actually fucking action on Facebook if you want to, and you can cancel or on fucking Discord because yeah, something fucking happened. Speaking of Rom, he's online right now on Skype. Huh? But yeah, something that's happened to my internet, and we never see the end of the game. Unfortunately, random cuts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, random cut versus another person because my internet literally went out. Oh, it wasn't right out. It's for some reason, like my OBS crashed on my internet. My computer wasn't detecting the internet, but it was still detecting it, but it never showed that it wasn't. So Skype never really noticed it and everything else. So it was kind of a weird awkward thing. So unfortunately, I was not able to continue the duel. Not able to watch the duel because I had to get out and kind of restart OBS and get that back up and running. So I'm versus against Blackwings, one of my favorite all-time decks, and oh boy, Blackwings is a deck that I'm always generally scared of, especially when I'm playing this type of deck, because it can build up so much advantage, especially back because it's like a very deadly card to come across. I do have the Twin Twister, so it's not that bad personally. I think Upstart Gauntlet. I do run an Upstart Gauntlet just to kind of make it 39 cards, and it's not like Brilliant Fusion. I have a really decent good hand. I have a Soul Charge, but I do Twin Twister. I do Twin Twister first. I'm not going to fucking Brilliant Fusion right now, because it's pointless Brilliant Fusion when it has potential intersect on the board. I'm thinking what I'm going to discard, because I have so many good cards in my hand, I don't want to discard anything for Twin Twister. That's what I'm going on right now. Like, man, I don't want to discard anything, because that'd be so bad. I don't want to discard shit. I gotta do something. I gotta discard something, so I think I end up discarding the Soul Charge since. And long run, Soldier is a great late game card, but having 2 Stomps is great. Their Brilliant Fusion plus the Earth is just oh so good. So you kind of need to try to you need to make some sacrifice. So I do hit the Icky, so I called it right. I'm always worried. If you're the Blackwings, like that face was the Icky. Whenever you first Blackwings, always assume the face is a curse attack. Number 1 rule. Always assume it's Icky. So some of my Earth, I'm going to get my Venus in hand. I'm going to Brilliant Fusion into my Gem Knight. I do Brilliant Fusion into the Gem Knight. Come on, do the Brilliant Fusion dance. And I'm looking at my Rain Ring. I don't know why I'm looking at my grave. I only have spell cards. I don't know what the fuck I was smoking. What am I on? Oh yeah, I was drinking my NyQuil. That's what I was on. I sent my 2 cards. And I end my turn for some reason. I don't know why I didn't. I don't remember. Again, I was drinking my NyQuil. I wasn't like on Cloud 9 or like that, but I was drugged up with some NyQuil. And I embraced the NyQuil. Summon the Blizzard. Oh yeah, I wanted him to go for a play. He summons the Blizzard. And he basically goes for the effect, if I remember correctly. No, wait, I can't. Because he doesn't have a blocking grave, correctly. He only has a whirlwind. He does attack to my Earth, which is unfortunate. Our Earths go bye-bye. And he attacks with 100, I'm going to take the damage. Now, I believe he's going to go for the Coral Dragon. His turn. I believe that's what he's going to go for, his Coral Dragon. He just wants to try to pop my back row. not bad at all. Getting rid of the back row is much necessary. You need to get rid of the back row in order to make your place black row. But even though black rows love their back row, they hate back row as well. No, he doesn't make a play. But you just have that a shine ball, which is fucking annoying. I'm like, come on. See my deck, damn it. I don't want no fucking shine ball in my hand. Come on. Anyway, so Venus is gonna go build. I'm gonna start my Venus agent shit, because Venus in Link format is OP as hell. Either shine ball, in my opinion, needs a friggin' hit. Like, not the Venus, because there's plenty of ways to get back to shine balls. I see them right there, Exodius. Exodius is probably one of my favorite cards in Link format. It's so good. But I saved my strike for the Clute because I know another rule of the version of Minecraft. Always assume they have Clute in hand. Always assume. And he's like, you know, he's saying, oh, I can only do one. Like, no, I'm doing two. That's why I'm paying 1,000 life points to do it twice. I figured that was pretty much common sense when it came to freaking Venus, because that's been like, everybody does that. They just pay the max amount. Not all the time, but I doubt he's running Baylor. So I do use Link's March Effect, some of the Shine Ball, to preserve my life points, because I don't want to pay another 500. I'm already down by 4,000 life points here. So I do want to try to preserve some of my life points, so I just go ahead and use Link's March Effect to my Shine Ball in my hand. So it works out in the end. I do still have Brilliant Fusion. So I'm going to go ahead and link for, I think I go for a Proxy Dragon, I believe we do go for Proxy Dragon. I'm trying to think of my plays here. I'm trying to think, okay, how can I bring out Christia today? I know the way I can bring out that annoying, the piece of shit monster known as Archlord or Christia. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how can I make the Christia play. Go for the Brilliant Fusion, and I send the Lazuli and the Christia to the graveyard. That's kind of basically what you want to do, because from the graveyard, so you can basically do shenanigans. I do send them little monsters to the graveyard, and I summon up my Gym Knight Seraphonite, which does net me an extra normal summon. And I unfortunately cannot do the Christia on this turn. Unfortunate. I believe I do summon Shine Ball, I think. I don't remember. I am afraid of the Clute is vastly annoying. It's really an annoying card. Something I think I should have done was get the Earth. Well, no, Earth's once per turn. I'm saying I won't be able to get the search against once per turn. Derp. I don't know why I'm trying to say that. I can get the fucking search multiple times. That'd be stupid. Okay, so I am gonna go into the Deco Talker, just having a nice 20, nice not 2800, a nice 3300 type power monster, because I have two monsters. Link zones. And I think I summon Shine Ball, or I think I'll leave it like that. Either that. Alright, I do normal an extra Shine Ball. And I believe I use the Shine Ball plus the Seraphonite to go into another Proxy Dragon. So I can have another added monster on the board, and another way to keep the monster to power up my all-powerful Deco Talker. He's kind of like my ace monster right now. So I kind of need to keep him boosted and powered up, make him powerfully strong. So we got that Proxy Dragon. That Proxy Dragon, even though I can't really use its effect, which is a little unfortunate, but I do have that. But I was able to gain a little advantage off of this play. I kind of wish that I was able to go further, but it was kind of, you know, luck was not on my side when it came to drawing all the time. So just kind of how it is. I'm debating on what I want to attack with first. I do have the strikes. I'm not completely afraid of the Clute. So I do attack. I believe I attack the Blizzard with the Proxy Dragon. Oh yeah, he does have 300 because he is. Guys, I forgot about the other monster that's it's linked to him as well. So he does have 300 attack. completely forgot about the other monster. Forgot about the Gladius. I really did. So yeah, I wasn't gonna attack Venus, but I decided to attack with the Monster Dragon first. Attack into the right into the Blizzard, trying to force out the Clute. And I believe I do bait it out. No, I don't. He does let it die. Which is great for me because, yes, this is like basic math here. 1400 minus 1300 equals 100. So yeah, he does let it die, and I believe I go for massive fucking damage. I just go, just attack for the spear, and this is where I believe he does drop. No, Kalute would even help with this spear. I'm 300 attack, and Kalute won't bring 300 unless he has double Kalute. That's silly. But yeah, this puts him at a nice disadvantage here. I'm showing the ship away his life points, but I have 2 backers set. He only has the Glass on the board, and I have a 300 attack power Deco Talker on my board. And he does top deck the Raigeki, which is so frustrating because my board literally was so gorgeous. It put him in so much of a disadvantage, and just having that Raigeki really did save him. So, in a sense, he got lucky with the Raigeki. I'm not being salty, I mean, that's just kind of the truth. He does number him the Kalute, which he did have in his hand. And I believe he's going to attack 1400. He's trying to just chip away my life points. He's trying to lower my life points so that way it makes it hard for me to use things like Wording or Strike. So that's, a good play on his part, trying to reduce my life points. I do get the Venus, though. Venus is like, fucking I don't really need it. But I can get rid of the gluten and lessen his monster count a little bit here. And basically, I hope he doesn't have anything to get rid of it, like a Black Sonic or hell, a Bomb Trap Hole. Or a Floodgate Trap Hole to stop my summon. And I believe my tech does go through and does take 200 points of damage. So this does lessen the monster on his board. And Gladius is not that much of a threat since it can't really get over my my Venus. But he gets a Balance of Judgment. This is a card that completely turned the game around. I mean, oh my god. I have never seen anybody play Balance of Judgment, but it worked out so much in favor because he was able to get 3 cards from his deck. So this completely rejuvenated his hand. Like, wow, that is nuts. Like, that's a card I've never seen anybody play because it's really, in my opinion, not that good, but it worked out so well for him in the long run. And it's actually a pretty cool little card to use against all the spammy damage decks because some can draw power really consistency. So that's actually really cool. I kind of want to try that now. But here he does get a token. Here he does go for the Coral Dragon, which I'm going to go ahead and warning, I believe. I believe he does go for Coral Dragon. I'm trying to get rid of my back row. I say, no, good sir, no Coral Dragon for you. Do not get the draw because it was never hit the field born in the beginning to negate the sign, so no draw for you either. Bye. Have a good time. Just get rid of the Coral Dragon. Get rid of it. Send it to the graveyard. No draw for you. All he has left is the token on the board. But I don't think he uses the, no, he actually gets the effect. No, you don't get the effect. Because it never hit the field. That's, yes, you kind of negate it. I don't know why people can't fucking read the cards, because that says from field to graveyard. Warning negates the summon. This summon altogether, so no draw power for you, no draw effect for you, no Kinchi Nickel baby. No, do not pass gold. Do not collect $200. So I'm still in a pickle. Because he's got 6,500 life points left. I am not 1,600. I am not in the best position. I am losing pretty badly to against one of my favorite decks. But again, the Raigeki hurt so much. It was like one of these things where it's like, damn. Why you do this? Why you do this game? Like, if I had the proxy dragon and the initial zone, it was supposed to, it would have been really good in. But to me, the Steam is screaming Kalute. It's literally screaming it. Like, attack me. I got Kalute in my hand. Attack me, you little dumb bastard. Come on. Well, fuck you the ass. And, like, I'm going to strike that. Like, no. I'm trying to basically prevent him from having monsters on the board so he cannot synchro summon to anything big. But I'm not dodging life points. Like, anything can pretty much just kill me right here and there. And it's not a good situation for me personally. Not a big fan of the situation. Really not. Very bad. So, and he doesn't. And this guy doesn't understand how spell speed 3 works. Where counter traps cannot negate anything pretty much. Here I'm mistyping, misspelling all kinds of fucking shit, trying to negate the effects of the counter trap. And he understands. I don't have to explain. I don't have to go into the complicated shit that spell speeds 1, 2, 3, and all that fucking bullshit because I hate talking about spell speeds. It's the most frustrating thing in the world. I hate talking about spell speeds. It's like literally frustrating to talk about that shit. And then my turn, I'm like, oh, this is not good. If he just times like a bore, I do have the flag trap all those. I am safe for another turn because he cannot really do shit to me. Plus he MSTs. But that's not a monster face down. It's good for me. And end up kind of fucking myself over in the ass. Because I hit the Lazuli. I think I set Lazuli. Yeah, I set it from line of defense. Type an extra line of defense. And I attacked into... I think I attacked into the face down monster, which was a bad thing for me personally. Very bad, very, 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 very bad. I mean, very bad because guess what? I attack into pin knockout, which gives me a free monster at the end of the turn. Like, motherfucker. That is not good. That is really bad. Because now I get the free monster. I get the free search this deck by 1 card. Good. That is not good. He gets the Chris. Chris is a good card to add because, you know, it allows him to basically gain advantage and allows him to protect himself. But on Flanking Trap Home, Flanking don't care about your Chris because Flanking don't destroy. It just flips face down permanently. Sends up the Chris, and I'm going to Flanking Trap Home like, no, I am going to try and survive as long as I can until I can potentially draw an answer and win this duel. That is my whole strategy here. Floodgate does not destroy, so Chris cannot activate its effect to protect itself. No concern. I'm sorry, now you must end your turn because you don't have to draw. Like a monster, you can't make it in place. I'll let you want to knock on the board. That's really about it. I'm tapped that Hyperion like, yes, I got Hyperion. My answers have been, my prayers have been answered. I get Hyperion. I feel like, yes, I can turn this door around. I've got it. I have any bomb trap holes. My Hyperion. I am not happy. And I'm like, no, come on, man. Why you gotta beat that guy? And Bottomless, my Hyperion. I attack token because I'm not attacking Chris. Chris can stay face down for life. I don't give a shit. I don't really care about Chris. Chris can just go for himself. Like, he needs to stay face down. But I was so happy to. And he Book of Moons. This is the most pointless play in the entire fucking world. I had no card in my hand. He's like, I can't honest him at all. And he summons Bora and attacks. Which again, very pointless. Like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, what's the point of the Book of Moon? That's wasting more shit. That's wasting more turns. That's wasting more precious seconds that we can just get this over with and just move on to another duel. So that's the most pointless thing ever, but it was a good game regardless. I enjoyed it, but that freaking Raigeki sack, oh my lord, that was just sack beyond sack. The freaking Thundercats, like, give me sack beyond sack. And I believe this is the final duel of the stream we had. I open up, oh so godly. I open up fucking amazingly stupid. I love it. So I got my Venus of Venus creations, and I'm going to do my other shenanigans. I love opening this. Like, opening my creature is so nice. It really is, because I can easily fill up my graveyard with fairies and control it, and allow me to go for the Crucio play. It's so gorgeous. So I'm just going for the typical first turn, Link Spider, Prox Dragon, Deco, all that like bullshit, just to go and get my board started. Get shenanigans, get the train rolling. I don't remember what my opponent was playing. I really don't. But here I do go for the Proxy Dragon. To the grave. To the grave. for the Box Dragon. Numero uno. And now I believe I go for the Brilliant Fusion. I believe I do go for Brilliant Fusion. Right now. Because I can do a curse steal. I'm bored. Come on. Brilliant Fusion. No, you want to. Go for the Brilliant Fusion play. Come on. I don't know what's taking me so long to go for Brilliant Fusion. I can literally just dump a fairy and lazily in the graveyard and do shenanigans. I don't know why I'm reading Curse 4. Like, it's really not that difficult. Like, come on, pass me. Use your brain, pass me. Come on, use your brain. There you go. You're fine. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking with fusions here. Thinking with fairies. I don't remember what I said. I think I just said. Yeah, I said honest. And lazily, I didn't give a shit. If I said honest, I was gonna get back to my anyway with Christia. So in the long run, it didn't really matter. I do get my Seraphonite. And here I do go for the Christia play because of the fact that it's just better in the long run because I have it for fairies, I can go for Christia. I do add back the Shine Ball, which I don't remember why I did that. Oh yeah, I now remember why. So I can use freaking Venus Effect again to send the Shine Ball from my hand to the field, and I believe I go ahead and use Proxy Dragon and Link Spider to go into the Decode Talker. I believe so. I believe I go to Decode Talker with this hand. I believe that's what I do. I do go to Decode Talker. And I have 3 fairies now. So I basically I think I use Shine Ball to go to another Link Spider. I believe that's what I do. Do have the Firewall Dragon. I was thinking of that, but that'd be kind of pointless. So I believe I go for a Link Spider. To get that 4th engrave. Come on. Go for Link Spider. You know you want to. Pass me. Come on. Use your brain, pass me. Use your brain. Use your fucking brain, you bastard. Now I go for Firewall Dragon. I go for the Firewall Dragon. Okay, I do go for Firewall. Okay, I thought that. And now I special summon the Mighty Christia with the Shine Ball on board. I think the best play would have been freaking keep the Shine Ball. Why didn't I get honest? That's the whole reason I put Christia. I reached the boss in the graveyard so I can use Christia to get it back and have a free honest in my hand. Because fuck logic. Fuck the rules. I'll be honest, and I have a decently good board. Firewall Dragon, a bunch of Christia that prevents it from really doing anything he really wants to. I have an honest to protect it in case somehow he gets over it with a monster by some random reason. But my board is really good, and in terms of my opponent is playing a Nimble deck, which unfortunately you cannot use this guy just because Christia says no to special summoning. So that automatically puts him at a major disadvantage in terms of what his deck can actually do in the long run. Not look good for my opponent. He does get terraforming, which he does. I don't know what he fucking gets. He goes with double terraforming, which I don't mind him doing that. He goes, oh, Black Order. Black Order would have been so amazingly good if he went first, but he didn't go first, and he's not going to help the situation. I believe my opponent does end up quitting in the end. I believe my opponent does end up quitting because he can't do anything because of the Christia. Christia says, "Oh, fuck you, I don't give a shit about what you have to say." I am a little worried about that face down though, because that face down can be something very annoying, but I did get the double stun. Oh, I forgot, Twin Twister anyway. I'm just gonna fucking Twin Twister anyway. I did want Twin Twister with the honest because I wanted to wait to see what I got because I'd rather have honest in my hand as a, as a way to defend myself. And I don't really need double summon, but I'd rather get rid of the back row in case it is a battle trap, like Quick Immune or something like that. So that way I can assure my attacks do go through. And I'm hitting a Twin Twister, which is all fine and dandy. I'm not really upset about that. I wish I hit something better. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather hit the Twin Twister and then know what it is and get rid of it, rather than not even use my Twin Twister and end up losing my monsters. So I do take freaking not that much. I do take 400 points of damage because I'll be freaking 2,000 defense. But unfortunately, this is where Christian really does cockblock his deck because he can't really do what he wants to do, which is summon Tree Toad. His deck is Tree Toad.deck, but unfortunately, Christian says no, Chris, no summons for you. No summons for you. You're not going to special summon at all. And it is coming to end, and like I said, I do want to make an announcement that we are going to. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.